Hello, everyone. Have you ever thought about manifesting contact with anyone in a short period of time? Because today, that's what we are talking about. We are talking about how to get contact from someone in 24 hours through the law of assumption and self-concept work. And if you have already done that, please go to the comment section and share your story with me because I love to hear from you guys. We will kick things off by understanding the power of manifestation and how it connects to self-concept and the law of assumption. But before I get into it, my name is Al. Welcome to my channel. If you're in need of coaching, go to the description box. The information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. Manifestation is the ability to bring your desire into your reality by aligning your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your energy with what you desire to experience. And self-concept plays a crucial role in this because it shapes how you see yourself and, in turn, how the world responds to you. The law of assumption, on the other hand, states that what you assume to be true will eventually manifest into your life. Your beliefs and assumptions will shape your reality. And we are talking about subconscious beliefs and assumptions. But how do we know when our beliefs and assumptions are not aligned with what we want? And the most important question is, how do we change that? How do we change what we are assuming and believing subconsciously? We know that we are not in alignment when we have a poor mental diet, when our thoughts, our feelings, our inner dialogues are contrary to what we want, and this in a dominant way. So most of the time, you are not focusing on that reality as if you had it, but you are saying, it's not for me, I'm not going to get it, it's too hard, it's too difficult in the circumstances, and so on, okay? Then, if you are in that situation, you have to align your thoughts and your feelings with what you desire. But how to do that? Because we are talking about subconscious stuff. We do not have direct access to it. So to change that, to align yourself to that new reality, you are going to use focus, imagination, visualization, for example, conscious inner dialogues. You are going to do everything and repeat a few times so that you can subconsciously align yourself with a new identity. That's the most important thing. As your self-concept shifts to match the wish fulfilled, the external representation of your consciousness, the 3D reality, will change too. One of the most common challenges that people face when manifesting contact with someone, especially if it's a romantic interest, is the lack of belief in themselves. They do not think that they are worthy of someone thinking about them, missing them, thinking, I have made a mistake. I recognize that that person is the best person for me now. I realize that there is no one else out there for me. It's a lack of feeling of worthiness, of importance, of being special. Doubts, insecurities, your past experiences, they can create resistance within you. And that makes it challenging for you to manifest that desired reality because you are holding on to them. You may think, people don't want to talk to me, they don't miss me, because if they wanted, they would do it. But what you have to actually realize is that they are just expressing that doubt and that insecurity. That's what they have to do. Because they have to confirm to you that what you believe to be true is actually true. That's the secret of everyone is you pushed out. So how can self-concept help you in manifesting contact? Your self-concept influences how you think, how you feel, and how you act. If you have trust in who you are, in your worthiness, in your value, in your importance in this world, even if someone told you, I don't want to be with you, I don't love you, or if your boss would tell you, we don't need you anymore, you're fired. First of all, it wouldn't change anything for you because you still know who you are, you know your importance, you know your value. And secondly, you know that that person is going to regret because they will realize that they need you, that they want you, that you are the best option, that you are the only option. It's also your self-concept that makes you feel like that person or that job or that object or that situation is the best thing that has ever happened to you and to the world. And having that person in your life, working that job, or owning that object is going to raise your value, is going to heal your wounds, is going to make you better. This will make you desperate to have your desire in your life, and you will obsess over it because you need it. You need it in your life to heal your wounds, to be better, to raise your value. So this will keep you in lack. And if you're in lack, you are always manifesting more lack because that's your consciousness. Let me share a story to highlight how self-concept work, how focusing on self-concept can lead to manifesting contact with a specific person in a very short time frame. A client of mine, her biggest desire was to receive consistent communication. And she was dating this guy, and he would contact her actually every week or every 2 weeks. In these situations, it's easy to focus on lack and say, they are not very interested, are they? Because if they would be interested, they would call. But during our calls, what we realized was that she had a deep subconscious belief that she was not a priority because she never felt as a priority. She was never a priority in her relationships. And the result of it was that she would be very understanding. She would say, oh, I understand you do have a lot on your plate. Oh, this is so important. Yeah, of course, go take care of it. Yeah, no, it's no problem that you're not calling. I know that you have a lot to do. So during our calls, I would confront her with blaming him and her words and thoughts. And then I would also ask her, what is it that she has to offer that is special? What is it that she brings to the table? And ask her also, don't you think that he can recognize that he sees value in that he sees worth in that this is something that he might want to have in his life? The result of that is that right after our call or 30 minutes later or later in the day, she would get contact from him, or he would surprise her the same day, or the next day he would just show up and spend some time with her. This is the result of her inner shift, because in that moment she became aware of who she really is. And I'm not saying that you don't see any value in you, but maybe you are not consciously aware of those values. That's why it's important to remind yourself of them, to realize, yes, I'm good enough, I'm worthy, I bring so much to the table that you will never find anyone like me. Are you focusing on the distance between you and your person, your circumstances? Are you seeing yourself as needing them? Do you see yourself as in a disadvantage, like they can always find someone, but there is no one better to you than that person? Then that kind of thinking is creating this separation, is creating this lack of contact. Answer the questions that I asked my client. Focus on the idea of who you are and that nobody can ignore you or forget you, even if it takes longer than 24 hours. When you are looking at this, instead of saying, oh, it's not working, say, oh, that feeling is building up in them. It's building up in them. They cannot ignore it. They are feeling this so strongly. They are so certain that I am the one. They are so certain that they need me. Look back at a time where you were getting what you wanted, where they were coming hot, where they were pursuing you, contacting you, trying to get your attention. They were all over you. And see those moments as it's very possible for me to get in that situation again. It's not about the circumstances, it's about my mindset. Never forget that you have the power within to manifest anything that you desire, anything. There is no limit for you other than the limit that you put on yourself. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.